I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Schulte?
Here.
Mr. Loring?
Here.
Mr. Helmers?
Here.
And Mr. DeBoer?
Here.
And first look at the look for approval of today's agenda.
Any changes or anything? I'll make a motion to approve it.
Second.
We have a motion by Schulte, support from Loring for the agenda for the property tax levy public hearing. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor of approval signify with aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Okay, at this point, it's been noticed and we will hold a public hearing for proposed tax levy. We will open the public hearing and receive comments.
Does that
Like to
mean
make
it's
comments? We will take comments from the public, yes.
Okay. Well, I got this and, a lot of my neighbors didn't get it. So a lot of the mailing, people didn't get it. So, and I can prove that. So, I visited with Michelle about it. And this is a little more serious than what you may think. You hired someone to do your work. They didn't do their job. So, this is something down in Des Moines. So they gathered up our county's information with, I visit with people here, and Sharon, she said this is all done by the state. So who from our county would leave our county, and go move and live at the state? And had it have something to do with bar law, and make an influence.
We're a public hearing on the proposed tax levy. Can
Yeah,
you keep
okay.
focused on that, please?
And so with that in mind, it looks like it lowers it, but this here is gonna shift all taxes onto rural, the way I read it. It's made complicated for down the road for us to subsidize Sibley. I don't know if you thought this over well, but there's a can of worms here with what it says on this levy, what it's for. It's for the jail. So have you thought about what the sewer is gonna cost? So are we gonna pay for Sibley sewer, the county? Is that the next step? What about fencing? What about a school bus that stops down here at the corner with all these kids, when you get all these prisoners here? You know how serious this is? I had the same thing done to me. I can prove it in my document, with my property, by a so-called law firm out of 1960. And I'll give you copies. We did an urban renewable plan.
We're here for a public hearing on the proposed tax levy for this
It's all
next year.
related. This is all related. And it goes back to, in 2006, I got copies of supervisors all unanimously voted to stop unified law. I have all them copies, signed by them, in this form, right here. I'll make copies and give them to you. And it got run out. So the voice of the people, we have not been able to really use that liberty. And we're only talking about the levy. But it's got to do with us people, is the levy. When you're gonna knock that down and move it, there's risk of historical damage. So now in 50 years, when we're all gone, when are you gonna move the next monument of your relatives? You ever thought about that? So it's we the people, but it's not here. It's we the ones. You change people to ones. And our county is ones. I don't come here for myself. I come here for all of us. Because I've seen so many people get run out of here by certain in my documents. I can prove it. You've been misled. And they know it.
For clarity, can you share what you would like the public hearing comments to reflect?
That I think you should send an affidavit of the Constitution of all of you signing it to the governor and attorney general, and say that you want to rescind and have a full investigation of the whole idea of how this started. That's what I recommend.
Thank you. Would you like to speak to the public hearing?
No, I'm just going to listen.
Okay. Have we received any written comments?
There's one other
Public
thing.
hearing?
No, I have not.
There's 5 supervisors, and you got voted in by districts. You held one meeting in your district. How do you think you got voted in? By the people of your district. And now you didn't go to them and have a meeting with the sheriff and explaining everything in detail. So that should be the next reason to rescind it, county-wise, because you made an error. We all make mistakes. I have my time to tell you this, and I think you should listen real close, and you should determine what other little counties done something like this. Thank you.
Any other comments from the public during the public hearing? Is the board in agreement we can close the public hearing?
Make a motion to close it.
If you want to do it by motion, we can.
You don't have to.
No public indicating further comment. The board, we will close the public hearing then on the proposed tax levy. Any comments the board would like to make? We would look to adjourn this meeting and wait for a regularly scheduled meeting then.
I'd make a motion to adjourn.
I'll support it.
The motion from Helmers, support from DeBoer for adjournment of the proposed property tax levy public hearing meeting. Any further discussion? None, those in favor of adjournment signify with aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. We'll start our regular meeting at 9 o'clock.